Hello everybody and welcome back to Born Losers Gaming and welcome back to Splatoon 3. In the last part we wrapped up site number 2 and now I think it's time we're going to be moving on to the third site, which means we're getting close to being halfway through this little story mode.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, there's 6 sites, right? So after we finish this next one, and we're kind of like getting through this. This is part 8.
I don't even remember them saying there was 6 sites. I don't pay attention.
Huh. All right, let's see what we can find on the next site. I wonder if Kylie's going to come with us again. Yeah, because it's always just that middle. I just hope Gramps is safe wherever he is. Cryogenic something.
Watch out, it's all slippery over there.
Oh no!
Ice level.
I do like snow levels, though. I hope we should get some snowy levels. Between the fake snow and the lack of Grandpa's signal, it seems like nothing's chilling here.
Well, we should investigate just in case. We'll follow your lead, Agent 3. Watch your step.
Sounds good.
Turn the ice off.
Turn ice off. So I still have some left over now, which means that I can, like, get some. But, like, does that give me anything?
Nice. You know what's a fascinating thing about doing YouTube?
Yeah, what's up?
Somebody could be watching this in, like, summer of 2024.
Yeah.
Right? But I was about to say, it's getting cold outside, which is a perfectly relatable thing if you're listening to this right now and also you don't live in California.
So pretty.
That is pretty.
You're definitely right. It is getting... It's only just that it's always like... It's such a feel like it's such like a normally thing. Climbing the corporate splatter. Terrians, okay. It's such a normal thing to be like, wow, it's getting cold outside, right? But it's just like, I swear to God, it hits me every year. Like, I feel like seasons are just long enough to be like, oh, it's warm. And then once it starts changing, it's like, oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
It's changing. It's like, yeah, no shit. Of course it's going to change.
I'm not used to winter.
That is true. You grew up, as we've talked about a lot recently, actually. You grew up in Texas.
Yes.
With the heat.
With the heat. And I didn't see snow one time in my entire life. Within my memory. I apparently saw it at 2 years old. Doesn't count.
The largest blizzard of my life I experienced when I was around that age, too. And it's like, I've experienced 2 blizzards now of close to similar caliber.
Yeah.
But not the same.
It's just very interesting that I didn't see snow until I moved up here with you.
Yeah.
And then the first year that I lived here, there was a blizzard.
The very first year.
And I was working retail at the time. And my boss was like, hey, we need you to come in. Even though there was a blizzard. Yeah. And I sent him a picture of my car.
Which is underneath 2 feet.
Literally buried. It was beyond the license plate my car was buried.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I'm not coming in.
I'm really sorry, but...
Like, you should not be open, dude. I can't see my car.
Make it rain? Sure, whatever.
And then it was a little bad because later on in the week, he was like, well, if I come pick you up, will you come into work? And I was like, yeah, I guess so.
I mean, yeah, at that point, because it's not about, it's just like I literally can't get there.
But the issue came in. When I said okay, I came in, and then at the end of my shift, I was like, hey, man, my shift is over. And he was like, oh, cool. Have a safe trip home.
It's like, what do you mean have a safe trip home?
And I was like, how the hell do you expect me to get home? And he was like, the roads are iced over. I'm not driving. I was so pissed because he picked up me and another coworker so that we would work. He had the day off.
Yep.
Oh,
a secret.
Oh my God. But yeah, and then he was just like, okay, fine, I'll help you call an Uber. And like 4 Ubers canceled on us because the roads were frozen.
Well, what's funny about that is that why are you out in turn off. Say that you're not working right now.
Yeah. We finally got a guy through. I felt so bad. We finally got a guy through Lyft. And he was just like, I'm tired. He called my manager.
Yeah.
And was literally like, I'm tired. I don't know if I should drive. will you cancel it? Because I can't cancel it.
Interesting.
And my manager was just like, no, you'll do fine.
What? Dude, your old manager, man.
My old manager was a piece of shit.
How many stories do you think you have from that dude?
I have so many stories from that job. But it was fucked up, dude. And like, the guy...
Sultry.
Pulled up in the parking lot, and I literally almost fell because the whole parking lot was frozen. Like, I could barely get to the car. And I finally got to the car. That level was fun looking,
yeah,
by the way.
it was a very, very cool one.
Ha!
Don't talk to me. What was I doing? I'm literally like, my brain is turned off.
But I felt so bad because, he got me home. And I was just like,
wow.
I had no idea that all of this happened, by the way. I didn't know the guy was like, I'm too tired to drive or any of that until like the next day.
Oh, when he told you?
Yeah.
That's so...
Because I got in the car and that guy, first of all, gave me a bottle of water.
Yeah.
And was just like, oh, my baby.
Yeah, see you down here? I'll check it out. Where you see? Oh.
He was just a really stand-up dude, and I feel terrible for him.
Oh, Callie, does she have something to say?
Oh, hey.
Hello.
Guess what? I've got some extra power eggs for you, courtesy of the captain. They said you're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
What did you get?
What the heck?
Yeah, you get it.
Buddy?
I think it's one of these things. How did I just like perfectly throw that? It was invisible.
That's really funny.
Okay.
Can they actually get those, or?
Am I gonna die?
Yeah, almost.
Yep, game's trying to make me dead. Go on.
You think the hint person jumping to their death and also launchers going to your death is trying to kill you? I don't know.
Yeah. Can I? Okay.
No, just working in retail, that specific store was an absolute nightmare.
Yeah. Our curling alternatives, 11th most popular. What do you see? Stop. Okay. Yeah. Reach your goal by using curling bobs. Sure.
They're good at swimming.
Man, yeah. It's such a. I've never really had anything like bizarre happen between any of my jobs.
Yeah.
Just curling bomb. Like the worst thing that I think happened was somebody had like one of those, I don't remember what they call, like the big lift things where you go under pallets and okay. Oh, I have to stand on this. That makes sense. Where you a power jack and then you lift things up really high. She ran a power jack into our internet modem and decimated it.
Oh my god.
Full destruction. And like we both saw it happen at the same time, right?
Yeah.
And like when it happened, we were like, "Oh my god, what just happened?" But it was such an insane like thing to happen. We we both like, at first did that like nervous smile, right?
Yeah.
Of like, "Oh no, what's happening?" And then like 10 seconds passed. Because we didn't really know what happened, just as something got like a little crunched, right?
Yeah.
And then 10 seconds later, we get a call from the front. Hey, we don't have our cashiers are down. Or the cash registers are down. Yeah.
What did you guys have to do when cash registers went down?
If I remember right, I think we almost closed.
Yeah.
But like we were there for 2 hours. We were like, everyone go and start putting your stuff back. We closed the doors at the very least. We were like, nobody comes in, right?
Yeah.
But then after the 2 hours, because we just stayed, they were like, the boss was like, nope, you're gonna stay. We're gonna clean up a little bit. And,
I hate that shit.
I mean, it's whatever. It's something we would have had to do to close anyway.
Yeah, I guess, but it's like, man, nothing can happen.
Oh, that was terrible. Yeah, nice.
Because we, like I said, we got called in during a blizzard, right?
Yeah.
You know how many customers we had?
Oh my god, I'm losing my mind. How many did you have?
One.
Oh yeah.
And I wanted to kill them. Because
oh,
that was so close. Because they came in And do you know what they said?
What did they say?
You guys really shouldn't be open. There's a blizzard out there.
Oh, yeah, you don't say. That's
Like,
actually
it's your fault we're open, you bastard.
Oh, my God. That's so funny. That's really funny. Hello.
But you were saying you just had to stay for 2 hours, and then did you get to go home?
Oh. No. I don't know what they did, but they got the internet back online.
Oh, good.
The Wi-Fi. They got the Wi-Fi to work. Oh, my God. Sorry, this is like a level that's you making me use my brain, so.
It's fun
yeah,
looking.
so like they eventually got it back up and running. And, I mean, they also had to like find out like who did this, right?
Yeah.
And it was just so sad because like it was just the two of us there. We're like, yeah, this happened. We saw it happen.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want to like at first because they came to me. I was like, what happened? And I'm like, I'm not gonna fucking rat. I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
But luckily the other person was like, they were a manager, so it's like they wouldn't. They wouldn't get fired over this, whereas like if a smaller person did, they maybe could have, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, luckily she was like, yeah, this happened. And it was like, man, it's just like, it's just crazy. I've like never been in a moment like that. I was just like what's going to happen next?
Yeah.
Just that moment of like, yeah, the registers are down. Uh-oh. And we knew exactly why immediately.
Yeah, that really sucks, dude.
Yep.
We had a system that we were supposed to learn through my old manager.
Yeah.
And he had this dinosaur of a machine. It was like a weird piece of metal with chalk, and we were supposed to literally make like imprints of people's credit cards.
What?
Which I was like, why don't we just write down the numbers at that point?
Yeah.
But also, why don't we just not accept credit card?
Oh, man.
And what we actually did was just not accept purchases, because none of us wanted to have to
learn this whole system?
Yeah, well, I mean,
it
was
a little bizarre.
It made no sense, and also there was like this whole like no one wants you making a copy of their credit card. No one wants you writing that shit down.
That's like, why do you want this? Are you going to steal it?
Yeah. Most people,
purpose?
We were just like, hey, we can't do purchases right now, and they were just like, oh, okay. I felt extra confused when we had somebody that came to the door and knocked, even though there was a sign that said we couldn't do purchases. And they saw us at the register. So I went out and I was like, hey, I'm really sorry, our registers are down. We can't do purchases. And they were like, well, can I just look around? And I was like, I guess. So we let them look around, and then they came up to the front with like 2 cans of food, and they were like, well, can I just buy these?
And it's like, no, our registers are down.
It's like, we just told you can't buy anything.
You heard us. You acknowledged what we said.
Yeah. It was really
retail. That is one of the biggest blessings of doing BLG. I think I can like. Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, hello.
Oh.
But
nice.
now it's over there, and I don't think I can jump that. Never mind.
Hey,
I'm crazy.
You're busted.
One of the best parts about working BLG is that I have had some form of not retail job, but customer service job my entire life.
Yeah.
Hello? Okay. Just gotta ball out. Ugh.
Good job.
That's what we do here. Splatsville loudest trio is hijacking the airwaves. Clean out those ears and open those eyes wide for your hometown Hive Squad deep cut. Tune in to catch them if you can. So, hijacking the airwaves, is that...
Yeah,
should
are
that
they
be taken
allowed
literally?
to be on the airwaves, or...
I mean, it's anarchy. That's the whole freaking,
That's the shtick.
Yeah, chaos.
But it's funny, like, are they officially on the airwaves, or were they just put there?
Oh my god, that was so cool. I want to hold on. I need to do that again, but like go into what do you got? What do you got? What do you got? What do you got?
I
oh
like
my
that
god, Buster.
Callie just was like, I like them. I like these guys. They're
I
so
know.
weird.
They're so weird. Yeah, I mean that's a sounds like a Callie thing to say. I just need to clean up more of this. We're running low on juice though.
Well, we're just cleaning up piles of gunk.
I know.
Kind of willy-nilly.
Just a little willy-nilly. Let me know if you see a secret bud. All right, I need to.
They're
I need
heading
to,
that
like,
way.
Hold on. This is the one. This is the one. I need to be squid, technically octoling. Gunk. Sorry, it's just enjoyable for me.
That make you feel good.
So with caution, they said we'd have flying cars, and we do kind of. Keep an eye on the sky and hitch a ride to Okie dokie. All right, whatever.
Are these level titles talking to us, the player?
I don't know.
Because that was like a human thing.
I know. Hero gear, yeah, sure. Interesting. All right, what do we got?
Is this an avatar situation? Are we possessing an octoling?
No. Don't. No. No.
Avatar the blue cat people.
I was like, which? Oh my god. The air show guy's looking a bit
Coming
crowded.
right for you.
Jesus. Okay.
You really got up close
yeah.
and personal with the pectorals of that air machine.
I was just curious. Hello. I was hoping that it would paint the wall or something, you know?
It would have painted it purple. That would be a bad thing.
Oh, why? Well, I mean, once I fill it with my inky goodness, you know?
Oh, okay. Yeah, once it's full of your inky goodness.
Yeah. You know, that's something I say every day. God.
Yeah. You gotta shoot its tentacle.
Love shooting these wet noodles with my
Goo.
inky goodness. No,
Inky
goo is suggestive,
goo.
Casey. Inky substance can be mistaken as anything else.
Goo can just be ink. Ink is
No,
goo.
goo is
but
gross.
Listen.
Goo is always gross.
All ink is goo, but not all goo is ink.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. What constitutes?
Actually, that's
what
not true.
constitutes
Some ink is like dried into brick form.
Yeah.
But at that point, I guess it's like a pigment bar, not ink.
Yeah, like a clay or something.
Yeah, ink implies
What makes something
liquid.
ink?
Liquid, right?
And like what? It leaves a color.
Yeah, right.
I wonder if I want to know if there's a speed run trick
Can
here.
you just
right?
color that wall or nah?
Well, hold on. I have an idea. Ah!
Almost.
Ah!
And you died.
You know, I was talking about like just the feeling of like being able to do BLG, right?
Yeah.
And the difference between doing this and having that sort of like not retail job, but any sort of like
Customer service
type job. And it's just such a blessing because it's like we still get to work with people in a way, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But it's like it's so much. It's such a different type of experience, such a different type of people.
Yeah,
Oh.
people. This is like a funny thing because I know like there's the joke that the YouTube comment section is hell,
Excuse me?
but
Oh,
we have been very lucky that the people we talk to and work with BLG are much more pleasant than customer service people.
Yep. I mean, that's why we talked about it a few parts ago. That, like, I really don't like bringing. Oh shit! I could have got. Oh, whatever. I don't really like putting any sort of blame on the quote unquote comments because I see a lot of YouTubers doing that, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And it's just like I don't know. It just brings us to this toxic idea that like, oh, people who are watching and leave comments are this enemy. They aren't people. They are. I don't know, something to feel better than, oh, I'm not them.
Yeah. But you're not. BLG question of the day. You're cool.
BLG question of the day. You want an actual one that I would love to hear a response to?
Yeah.
Very not specific. God damn, what is the coolest thing that's ever happened to you?
Ooh, I like that.
Whoa, hello. I don't know, like that's something that
is a
just
skull.
the coolest moment. And if you don't have one yet, then that's fine.
You'll get one.
What'd you say?
I said you'll get one.
Exactly. Oh my god, Missile Command. Jesus, get out of here. All right, well,
I mean, the coolest thing that happened to you could be anything, right?
Yep.
It could literally just be like, I saw a dog
Oh, you gotta
on
be
my
kidding
way
me.
home from Walmart. It
Yep.
was cute.
Ah, Tuba. Oh my god. I mean, like,
Did you say tuba?
yeah, I can say that the best thing that's happened to me is fucking BLG. Like, bye,
Oh, yeah.
bar.
BLG is a very good thing.
Oh man, and there's nothing else like yeah, I'll get off. Whatever. It looks. I bet there's like a little like. I bet there's a thing of eggs over there.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. It explodes. Okay, well, glad I didn't stay on to find out. But yeah, no, it's such a unique experience. I have other things too that are up there, but this is just so by and far the thing I'm most grateful for.
The greatest thing that's ever happened to me was discovering the clearance section at Torrid.
Shut the hell up.
Floral dresses
Fine.
are cute as hell.
What's the coolest thing that's happened to you?
I related to that actually.
All right.
Just legitimately finding the confidence to wear dresses and just be happy about it, you know?
Yeah, no, that's great.
Because I grew up very much, if I'm not wearing jeans and a black t-shirt, I will fucking die. And it was very much like you get into this place where you feel like you have a style, and if you go outside of that bubble, then people around you will make fun of you, right?
Yeah.
And I think that that's just like an unfortunate thing that a lot of people will do unintentionally. Like my family would do that kind of thing. I would put on like a nicer shirt, like anything with frills or flowers.
Sorry.
You died.
I've screamed during this serious conversation.
And they would just be like, oh, wow, what are you dressed up for? Or, you know, like just not necessarily trying to be mean, but it made me uncomfortable enough that as a self-conscious teenager, I was like, well, then I'm just not going to do anything that's going to get any kind of attention. Don't look at me.
You know, I can actually, this is my, I don't know if this will be interesting to talk about. I was like, I cannot say that I'm much better than that because I've asked you that exact question before. What are you dressed up for? Because like you'll have dressed up nice and it's for us to go to like
the grocery
Walmart
store
or something, right?
Yeah.
But you know, as an answer as to why, I can't speak for why they did it because it might be for better or worse reasons. But for me personally, I definitely know that the reason that for me it was so weird is because I myself am far too self-conscious to wear something nice somewhere. I'm not going to dress up to go to Walmart, and because I don't have that sort of self-confidence, I am then going to accidentally take it out on you, you know?
Yeah, and I am firmly of the belief, and I've said it before, that if somebody says something that makes you feel self-conscious, if they make fun of something that you're doing, a lot of the time, and this is not excusing it, but a lot of the time, it's because they wouldn't do it because they're self-conscious, you know?
Yeah, which is why it's like, it's not
Like,
every time.
Yeah, like somebody makes fun of you for being overweight. It's because they would be, you know, they'd be embarrassed. Or if somebody makes fun of you for getting your hair cut or dyeing your hair, they wouldn't want people to look at them.
Yeah.
You know? So I wore a dress and my sister wouldn't want to be seen in a dress.
Yeah.
So she comments on it.
Yep.
And I don't blame them because it's really hard to not be self-conscious, but try not to take it out on other people, you know?
I think it's also why a large part of why, when it comes to people pointing out somebody else's weight, right?
Yeah.
Or that they feel uncomfortable about, it's like, I've never had somebody care about my weight and the fact that I am overweight because they care about my health, right?
Yeah. They'll say that's why. But
Oh, God.
it's
Booey gooey gumdrops!
rough.
That's the last one! Yeah, when it comes to, I think the conversation of weight is such a difficult one, right? Mm-hmm. Because, like, I think at the end of the day, being proud of who you are is important.
Yeah.
And I feel like when people, because people always be like, oh man, isn't it a problem that obesity is a problem? And it's like, yes, you're right, but I have not found somebody who genuinely cares. They don't care that obesity is a problem because, oh, they want people to live longer. They want people to be happier.
Yeah.
That's never the intent. People care about obesity because, I don't know, they don't want to link to them. I don't want to hang out with the fat dude. I don't want to hang out with the fat chick.
I mean, it just doesn't fit their aesthetic.
Yeah. And so it's like, I think it's so disingenuous.
Yeah.
Because it's always something else. It's, I have a problem with this.
Oh, is that Fry?
Because of insecurity. A lot of people don't realize that. Hungry blade, a sharp grin, and a wild warrior's hand. It bites just once. A flash, a slash, a sudden shudder. Shredded remains sink down, down, down like falling snow. A fleeting flurry, brief as life itself, falls around my open parasol.
Okay, so that appears to be probably Fry. Shiver. Sorry, Shiver.
Yeah. Fry.
Yeah, but that's... And I think that... not to linger on the fat thing, because now we've gone down that path. But with... especially with fat phobia.
Ooh.
Like, just like the general disregard and dislike of fat people.
Yeah.
People will say, like, oh, I'm concerned about your health. But, like, just being fat makes you get worse medical care. Like, I have gone to so many doctors recently, and I had to change primaries because my primary doctor was saying things like, oh, well, it's probably a weight issue, even though it was a very new problem.
Yeah, it's like...
And, like, she kept saying, like, well, you probably have a fat buildup around this organ, so we'd get an x-ray done for hundreds of dollars, and then I wouldn't. And she'd be like, oh, there's no fat around this organ, actually. Well, maybe there's fat buildup around this other organ. Yeah. Like, just consistently trying to find a way to make it to where the reason I was sick was because of my weight.
Yeah, like constantly saying, it's like, oh, yeah, you probably have an eating disorder, despite the fact that eating is not the reason that you are overweight.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not to go into, we don't need to go into that portion of it. But
no, yeah, I have a problem eating in the sense that I don't eat.
Yeah.
But,
so then nutrition becomes
she would say shit like
metabolism.
Yeah, she would say shit like, oh my god, and try and start a diet. Like, if you're eating 4 large fries every single day.
Oh my god, what an absurd fucking thing.
Yeah, if you're eating 4 large french fries every day, try and cut it down to 2 large french fries every day. And I'm looking at her like my jaw's broken. Like, what are you... 4 large fries?
Like, ask me what's going on in my life. Don't just assume, and then it's like...
Like, she didn't even ask what I ate every day, because I would have told her, maybe a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Yeah. Like, one of the most difficult part about getting, getting good healthcare up here has been this whole process of finding someone who's willing to ask questions and not just, like, presume, because that's so many, and it's like... And it's like, you know what? If weight is the overall end issue, then sure, then we'll need to tackle that. But it's like,
yeah,
it's not. And we found out what the issues are over time. It's been multiple things, right?
Yeah, it's been a lot of different things. One of which was an issue I've had since I was 4 years old.
Yeah,
that just happened to come back. That has literally nothing to do with my weight, and is an incredibly common problem. And my new doctor found out about it after asking me like 4 questions about my personal life.
Yep.
Like,
and,
4 questions. Because I straight up was like, don't say this is a weight issue. Diagnose me like I'm a skinny person.
Oh, no.
And she was just like, oh, okay, well, these are the questions. Oh, okay, it's this, you know? And I'm not going into it because my medical stuff is my business.
We don't need to. That's not important to the conversation.
But the point is, it wasn't a weight thing. And if my doctor actually gave a damn, then I wouldn't have been suffering for multiple doctors, and I wouldn't have been suffering for months.
Yep.
So it's like, it's not a fucking health issue. It's not.
It's not a weight issue.
Exactly.
It is a health issue.
No, it's not a health issue when people are like, oh, well, it's you shouldn't be fat because it's unhealthy.
Yeah.
But you're not always concerned about the health. Not even the doctors are concerned about the health.
Yeah, that's why it's like, I think, like, to be honest, I don't even know if everyone's fully aware of why they have such a problem with it, right? Like, I can presume it has something to do with insecurity, and like for some people, maybe that is right?
Yeah.
But other people, that's not going to be right for, and it's not very fair to assume. But that's why it's like, it's just like from my experience, I've had so few people at the end of the day truly care about my weight
Yeah. And
because they care about me.
For sure. And you're not even like a huge dude, and people it's a thing. But like, yeah, just like,
Ooh.
man, if you're heavy set, you deserve good medical care. And if people are treating you like shit and something's wrong with you and they just keep saying it's because you're fat, fuck them, man. Tell them to either figure it out like you're anyone else,
or
get you a new doctor.
That was the best question you could have asked, was just the idea, like please initially try and just...
Yeah, how would you die? What would you ask me, or what would you say to me if I was skinny? It is a game-changing question to ask doctors.
Yeah.
Because their first instinct is to just be like, diet and exercise. You should lose weight, and that's going to solve all your fucking problems.
Oh, I got one of them.
And so, you know what? Maybe sometimes it will. It wouldn't for me, and it wouldn't for a lot of other fat people.
Yeah. It's not to say that can't be the answer, because, it definitely could be, right?
Oh, for sure.
Like, it could be the answer for... I mean, and hey, and it could be the answer for you, too, but it's just like... Man, the fact that it's always such a quick assumption, and it's like, you are the doctor, you're the person who is supposed to make sure that I don't just go on Google, look stuff up, and mistreat myself. Like, that's your job, and we trust you, and we need you to give the right diagnosis and the right opinion, and not just think, oh, well, fat, so glad I figured that one out.
I've said it on this channel before, and I will say it again. It costs $0 to be respectful and to be nice to other people.
Yeah. Which is a little bit off the doctor thing, but just like, it's, I don't know. Just like, man.
I mean, it's just, it's relevant to the general conversation of judging other people.
Yep, no, for sure. God. Next on BLG, probably not as much of, real talk.
A serious talk, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean,
we kind of got off track.
Yeah, I know. Well, I mean, when you start talking about something that we're passionate about, something that's important to us, it's like, at the end of the day, that's what BLG is.
Something I've been dealing nonstop with for the last several months is the medical mistreatment of a fat person, a.k.a. me.
Oh. And it's so nice actually finally having somebody who will...
It is. My new doctor is fantastic, and I love her.
Yep, worth... I don't know. Being happy about.
There is a good doctor out there.
Yep.
You just gotta find him.
Yeah. Next on Morley's Gaming, more Splatoon 3. What are our maps looking?
3.
Our maps looking pretty good. I think that like the gray blocks, I don't know. The gray blocks is like where there's still fuzz. So we definitely still got a lot of fuzz to break off. It looks like we can either go to Site 4 or Site 5, actually.
What the heck?
Site 4, they're both 2,000, so I'm definitely going to go to 4. I don't want to skip anything. Next on Morley's Gaming, more Splatoon 3.
More Splatoon 3.